Okay, welcome to day 3 of our little virtual retreat series. Today is miracle morning practices. So thank you for you guys joining live, and for those joining in later, this is just, these little tips and tricks are really good actually to keep revisiting, because your morning routine will probably change, right? Like we were just talking about, sometimes you have time and space luxury where you could spend an hour in the morning, investing in yourself. But I feel like the place where these practices really, really make the difference are the days when your time is super stretched. And those tend to be the days when we're like, I don't have time today. I have a million things on my plate. I'm already stressed. I'm diving into work. Those are the days you need it the most, which is like the funny catch-22, because stress, right? It's like when you wake up and your mind is going in automatic thought patterns like that, you don't have the same kind of clarity. So it's really easy to feel an inch deep and a mile wide, if that makes sense, instead of like centered and efficient. So even if it's 5 minutes, just to be like, okay, here I am, and disrupt those automatic thought patterns so that you can consciously choose and create what you want to make in your day. So, for example, I'm someone who runs anxious. So if I have a really busy day and I skip this, it's really easy for me to, even if I get a lot done, just feel kind of like shit all day. And then if I just take and do 5 minutes for myself in the morning, before all those thoughts kind of keep going, because 90% of our thoughts are automatic, I'm able to kind of cut it off and then become aware of like, this is how I want to show up today. This is how I want to feel. And I see all you guys, but like, no, because I've created the cognitive dissonance before the train really starts moving. Because again, the way our thoughts go is thoughts you think, your brain wants to keep thinking. So before the momentum starts going, it's the most important time to create that space, because it's the easiest time to create shift and to kind of be in charge of how you show up, since we can't really control anything else ever. This has probably been the most powerful, these have probably been the most powerful parts of my yoga, mindfulness, spiritual, all these journeys, just because it's like roots everything from it. So some things I'm going to go over with you today. Usually I do a version of these 4 things, which Sophia, you were talking about this, and Meredith, for those of you who did the virtual retreat, we did, an hour and a half version. And today I'm going to go over a longer version, but they are breath work, very, very, very powerful, like a Control-Alt-Delete for your brain to start clear. Meditate. You can literally do it for 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be long. Journal. Again, it looks different every day. It doesn't have to be long. And movement. So it's a combination of making space in the physical body and mental space, so that then you're like, ooh, all the junk I don't need is gone. Here I am. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to go through some breath work with you guys, some meditation, some journaling, intention setting, and some movement. Remember that if you just write these 4 down, you can switch the order in which they go. So for example, some days I'm like, I feel lazy. I don't want to move right now. So it's easier for me to start with like breathing or meditating or journaling to get the momentum going. Or some days I'm like, oh, I can't be bothered to like sit and meditate. It's so much easier just to move my body. So part of it becomes, once you have the staples down, the practice is really tuning into yourself of like, Do I need longer today? Do I need shorter? Do I need movement? Do I need stillness? And as long as you actually show up for yourself every day, it doesn't really matter the rest, because you're building a pattern of getting to a point where eventually you don't even have to think about it, but when you start your day, you do something kind for yourself. So let's begin with some breath work. Some of you are familiar with this. We're gonna begin with Bhastrika breath work, and then we are gonna move on to some hum breath, and that'll be enough for today. But we'll do a couple rounds of Bhastrika. We're gonna do 40-minute rounds, or 40-second rounds rather. And let me just get the timer going. What that looks like is powerful inhales and powerful exhales. You wanna grab a towel or something to wipe your snot. This breath work is the most powerful way, I believe, to start your day, because it's uncomfortable. Let me admit one more. It's uncomfortable, but it creates space in your body. So the normal way we are born to breathe, we breathe into our mouth, our throat, our lungs, and our belly, right? That's why you see babies, the whole diaphragm going up and down. But the more you feel stress or anxiety, you breathe more and more shallow. So the first to go is the belly, then the chest. And most people have this really shallow in the throat breathing. So we're opening up more space, and that tells your brain that you're safe. So as far as fighting anxiety, fatigue, depression, all of that stuff that can really come up, especially in quarantine, it's super big. And then it also clears out your sinuses, which you guys will see. So it looks like this. So yeah, you're gonna want a towel. Inhales, the belly goes out, keep the hand on the belly. Exhales, pull the belly in. You wanna be aware not to just be breathing into the chest. That hyperventilation doesn't feel so good. But breathing into the belly, amazing for your digestive system. And then on the inhale, kind of pull your face down as the belly goes out, like that Bay Area, hip hop, thanks, space. And then on the exhale, just squish it out. So yeah, really good for ego too. Okay. And let's begin. 40 seconds beginning now. Inhale, belly out. Exhale, belly in. Inhale, push the belly out. Exhale, pull the belly in. Inhale, exhale. It is meant to feel uncomfortable. You are opening up areas of tension and stress in your body. You are flooding your central nervous system with oxygen. You only have 10 seconds left. Go at your fullest. Final 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale completely. Hold at the bottom. Bring the chin down. Pull the belly in towards the ribs, creating a bonda or a lock as you hold your breath. Beautiful. Now inhale all the way to the top. Inhale, 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 inhale. Create another lock. Pull the chin down. Squeeze as if you were trying not to go to the bathroom, and create another lock so that prana, that breath, can circulate. You are so supported here. And the easy exhale. Awesome. How'd that feel? Give me like thumbs up, thumbs down. Awesome, awesome. We're gonna move on to the second round. If you're newer to this and it feels like a lot, you can just keep the hand on the belly again. Otherwise, we're gonna incorporate the hands. So what this looks like, you can either go forward and back or up and down. It's up to you. but inhale, arms up, exhale, arms in. So again, inhale, belly out, exhale, belly in. V. Yeah, yes, yes, Sophia. All right, let's do this. 40 seconds and go. Go at your own speed. Inhale, belly out, exhale, belly in. 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 You've got this. We're halfway done. Keep going. Deepen the inhales, deepen the exhales, get even stronger with it. Almost there. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale completely. Pull the chin down. Inhale all the way to the top. Bring the chin down. Hold. You are fully supported by breath. By starting knowing I can do hard things, it makes everything else in your day feel easier. Take an easy exhale. Final round of this Vastasika breath, our twist. You guys done this before? Okay. So you can either go left or right. The important thing is to keep a capital T of your head and your shoulders in order to protect your thoracic spine and your neck, and also your back, to make sure we're not pulling anything. And that the twist comes totally from the core. So it's maybe inhale right, exhale left. Inhale belly out, exhale belly in. Halfway through, I'm going to cue you to switch directions so that your sides are even. And so then when I say switch directions, you'd be inhale left, exhale right. Okay? Ready and begin. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, belly out, exhale, twist. Inhale, belly out, exhale, twist. Beautiful, Meredith. Awesome, Sophia. Really good. Keep going, keep breathing. Now switch directions. Pause in the middle. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. Really good. Keep breathing. Final 5, 4, go for it. 3, 2, 1. Exhale completely. Inhale all the way to the top. Pull the chin down. Pull the perineum in. Create 2 locks. Continue holding. And imagine gratitude swirling with the breath for yourself, showing up for yourself today. This makes a huge difference. You can do this. And exhale. So nice. You write me in the chat how that felt for you guys. If it was your first time or if you've done it before, I'd love to have some feedback from you. And what you can do is you could do just that in the morning, right? Or you could do 1 round of that and then move on to something else. So again, you start to customize what feels good to you. Meredith says she feels lighter. Sophia says it was great, very grounding. Yeah. And then let's move into, from here, a little bit of movement for today. That's how I usually like to go. I usually like to breathe, I like to move, and then meditate a bit, and then Once everything feels the most cleared for me, I like to get my intentions out written. So I sent you a playlist in the chat. It's the 15-minute Lotus class, which is not, it's longer. And then just give it a whirl. A lot of this practice that I'm going over with you today, it's going to have you trying new things, getting out of your comfort zone, and be okay with that, with falling, with taking breaks when you need. I'm just giving you options to try on. So go ahead and meet me in child's pose, toes touch, knees open nice and wide. You can put on the song that starts with a V if you like. And continue breathing as you start to bring your awareness to your mat. Bring your awareness to your fingertips. Give them a little wiggle. Bring your awareness to your toes. And then slowly make your way up to a seat in a lotus flower position. So what that basically means is that one foot sits in front of the other. And we'll put your hands in a lotus mudra. So pinkies touch, thumbs touch. As you envision sitting here, visualize that you are a lotus flower sitting on top of a pond. And lotus flowers are smart, right? At night, it closes in on itself. The petals close in, it goes inward. And then in the morning, when the sun comes out, it blossoms back open. So to start this practice, imagine it's nighttime and the lotus closes in on itself. Imagine your entire body as petals closing in like a big hug. And this practice, this time in your day before you bloom, before you go out, before you share yourself with the world, is a tiny dedication to coming inward and finding out what that inward journey has to benefit you. Feel yourself warm and supported by not only the container we've created here today, but by the love and the container that you are showing up to cultivate for yourself each day. Every time you show up and keep a commitment to care for yourself, you build trust, confidence, and self-love within yourself. Inhale, spread the fingers wide. Exhale, fold them in. Inhale, blossom them open. Exhale, fold them in. Beautiful. 15 minutes here just to sweat, show up for yourself, know that you can do hard things. Come forward to high plank or tabletop position, shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. And then as you inhale, find a cow pose, drop the belly down, bring the head up. And then exhale, curl, tuck and round. Inhale, cow pose. And exhale, curl, tuck and round. Beautiful. Now listen carefully, come up, just the knees lift. And send the hips back for downward facing dog. Pedal through the feet, shake your head, yes and no. And then practice a little bit of flow. Inhale, come forward, puff up like that cat pose behind your shoulders. And then as you exhale, bend the knees and press it to downward facing dog. Inhale, undulate forward, puff up between the shoulder blades. Exhale, bend the knees, press downward facing dog. Again, inhale, undulate forward. And this time, exhale, stay and hold. Keep puffing up between the shoulder blades. And build some fire, some momentum, some strength in the body. You can do hard things. Beautiful. Stay here and then come over onto the right palm, left palm high. Keep lifting through the hips. Left foot can come in front of the right foot for a little extra stability, or you can practice with lifting that left leg to the sky. Awesome. Come back through center and then rock onto the left side and inhale, right palm high. Imagine there's a string on that right hip. Lift it up, up, up. And then lift the right leg. Just try it on for 3, 2, 1. Back to high plank. And then come to a low plank. Notice if your butt's up a lot or down a lot. Find it right in the middle. And now press the hips up and walk the feet in for a little bit of a dolphin variation. Your head can come onto the mat as we're practicing for a headstand. You can play with lifting one foot and then the other. And then walk it back to that high plank and come back to a tabletop position. Awesome job, guys. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, curl, tuck and round for cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, curl, tuck and round for cat. Bring the right palm forward and the left foot back. And then swivel the right arm around, grab the left foot and kick up, reach up, open up. A little bit of stretch preparing for dancer's pose. Nice, now re-extend the left leg and right arm, inhale. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch it in. One more inhale, extend. Exhale, down. Inhale, cow pose. Open mouth, exhale, cat. Awesome, bring the left palm forward and the right leg back, and then swivel the left arm around to grab the right foot. If this isn't accessible yet, you can grab a strap or a shirt and swing it around your foot so that you can create that length. Notice if the belly's going down a lot, knit the belly in, reaching kick. Nice, re-extend the arm and leg, inhale, exhale, crunch. 2 more, inhale, reach, exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach, exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach, and exhale, bring it down. Big inhale, cow pose. Big exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow, and exhale, cat. Really good. Tuck your toes and find downward facing dog, hips to the sky. And then this time, keep the right palms forward and walk your feet slowly to the top of the mat. Grab opposite elbow and gently rock left and right. Envision the lower body as a mountain that stays still and the upper body as a stream that moves and flows to decompress your lower back, mid back, upper back, head and neck. Nice. Now bend into the left knee until it touches the left arm. And inhale the right arm up high. Bring it back down. Bend into the right knee until it touches the right arm. And inhale, left arm up high. If you want to practice binds, you can just always give it a go, bringing the right palm, bending the right knee a lot, and then bringing the right palm towards the right hip, and bringing the left palm, as if one day it might need it. Let's do each side one more time. Left palm down, left knee bend. Inhale, right arm high. Stay here, or begin to simply practice a one-day bind. Awesome. Bring the palms down, toe heel your feet to touch. Inhale, find a halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, arms high. Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, palms to your heart. Samastitihi, standing at attention. And come back to that intention for your class. I show up for myself. Inhale, arms high, I show up. Exhale, fold forward for myself. Bend the knees and inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Nice. Big inhale here. Exhale, twist open from the right. Now take a look down. See if one knee has come out further in front of the other. And then bring them back in alignment. Inhale, pull the belly in. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Nice. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist open to the left. Inhale, pull in the belly. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Yes. Weight is back in your heels. Lift all 10 toes. Spread them wide, then put them down. Inhale through center. Open mouth, exhale, throw it back. Inhale up through center. Again, exhale, throw it back. Inhale up through center. Open mouth, exhale. Bring your palms to that lotus mudra. Thumbs and pinkies touch. Now try this on. This is going to prevent ankle injury later on. Lift up to the tippy toes, even if you're wobbly. Actually, especially if you're wobbly. Offer up. Bring your hands high. Here you go, body. I can do hard things. Nice. Drop the heels and fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms. Lift that right leg high. So you're in a standing forward fold. And then just try a couple of jump kicks here. So keep the right leg lifted, hop up, bring the left leg down. Hop up, opposite side. You're just getting used to being uncomfortable, to being upside down. And then end with the right foot forward. Take an inhale here and bring the palms up for warrior three. Keep lifting the left leg high. You have got this. Breathe. Bring the right palm to the ground. Stay where you are and begin to open the left hip towards the sky. Whew. Half moon. Now just give it a try. Engage the core a lot. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, step back, warrior two. Take a look down. Front right heel intersects with the back left arch. Press into the nice edges of your feet a lot. Rip and pull that mat away. Arms come up, and then flip the palms up, middle finger to thumb, representing you and the whole, and the connection of the two. Sit nice and low. Inhale here. Open mouth, exhale, sit lower. Inhale, reach, reach, reach the arms forward. And exhale, tick-tock, just the upper body to 6 and 12 o'clock. Use that right palm to keep pressing and opening the right knee to the side. So left arm is one straight line on top of the right. Stay here, or if you want to work on a bind, left palm can come to the right hip, or identify this little right palm. You want to get the right shoulder as far under that right knee as possible. Bring the right palm up towards the hip, and maybe one day that left palm will come around to hold. If and only if you made the connection, play with straightening the right leg. That's a deep IT band stretch. Beautiful. Slowly come back to extended side angle. And then inhale, reverse triangle, right arm high. Reach open through that right side body, lift up. And on your exhale, circle palms to the mat. Step the right leg back and lower halfway, Ekapada Chaturanga. Come to the tops of your toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Drop the left hip and look right. Then drop the right hip and look left. And exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Stick the tongue out, lion's breath, exhale. Either step to the top of your mat, or if you'd like to try floating, come to your tippy toes, bend the knees, gaze forward, and then imagine bringing your hips between the palms of your hands as you hop forward. Beautiful. Just give it a whirl. Really good job, guys. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, palms to the heart. Come back to your intention. I show up for myself. Asterisk, especially when I don't feel like it. Inhale, arms high. I show up. Open mouth, exhale, bow forward for myself. Bend into the knees. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, twist open to the left. Take a look down. Did that right knee come forward? Pull it back in line with the left. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, sit low and twist. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist open to the right. Bring the weight back into the heels. Lift all 10 of your toes. Spread them really wide. Keep them lifted. Inhale, tall. Exhale, twist. Sit low. Inhale through center. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale. Lion's breath. One more. Inhale. Lion's breath. Awesome, ladies. Inhale back to that lotus mudra. Tippy toes. Feel that good wobble. And now offer the mudra up. Offering this love, this support to yourself. I can do hard things. Hold. You can hold. Sit even lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the heels, straighten the legs, fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms. And then step the left leg high. Nice, same thing, try those jump kicks, switching out the sides. Eventually land with the left foot forward. And then bring the palms to your heart. Oops. Trying to look at you guys. And engage the core a lot, micro bend the left leg. And lift for that warrior 3. One side will be more wobbly than the other. And then gently bring the left palm down as you play with bringing the right palm high. Do it till you feel wobbly. And then engage the core a lot. Lift and step it back, warrior 2. Yes, getting uncomfortable here. And then move the hips forward and back. That's for fun for me, but also because it feels good to this music. And it's also good for your hips. All right, come back here to center, press into the knife edges of your feet. Inhale. Exhale, flip the palms up, middle finger to thumb touches. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, extended side angle. Press the left knee open, bring the right palm high. Stay here, her half bind, right palm can come and tuck into that left thigh. If that feels good to you, try to get the left shoulder under the left knee. And if you are able to make contact with your hands, then pull the belly in and slide as you sit down to create space and open the chest. Nice. Come back to the breath. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Potentially straighten that left leg. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Awesome. Come back to extended side angle, right arm high. And inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, circle palms to the mat. Left leg stays lifted. Ekapada Chaturanga. Deep inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come high and roll over your tippy toes at the very end. Take a big breath in. Tongue out, lion's breath. Gaze forward, step or float your feet to touch top of the mat. And then slowly inhale up to standing, one vertebrae at a time. Your head and neck are the very last things to rise. So good. Bring your palms to your chest. Feel your beating heart. Come back to your intention. One more little balancing cardio push, and then we start to cool it down. Just a quick time today, but really going for it. Moving into dancers. Solidify the left foot down. Imagine it's a lamp post, unmoving. Left arm high. Grab the inner arch of the right foot so your thumb comes to touch your big toe. Beginners usually grab the opposite way, but this is going to support your alignment more. Bring the knees in together to touch. Bring the left arm high. This is the posture. This is enough. You can stay here. Otherwise, reach and kick with the same amount of pressure to create a lock. That's balance, two opposing forces at the same amount. And then practice bringing the chest down, flat, parallel with the mat. So good, ladies. And then slowly bring yourself back up. Find one-legged Tadasana, right leg lifts. And then extend the right foot out. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Hold it. And then bring it down. Nice. You can shake out the left foot. Close your eyes, palms on the heart. An opportunity to notice what thoughts are going through your head. Did you either judge yourself based on, oh, I nailed it, I'm awesome, or I'm not good at this, I suck? Right, both of that's just your ego pumping in when really, you know, your worth isn't based at all on how you do on a stretch in a class meant to be good for you, just to nourish yourself. So give yourself a little bit of a break, and as we practice the inner balance, which is the important balance, it's when you fall or when you waver, can you stay centered inside? So on the second side, let go of what it looks like and concentrate on staying centered in your heart in like loving kindness for yourself, no matter what your physical body does. Lamp post the right leg down, bring the right arm high, and then bring the left foot in, thumb to the big toe. Bring your knees together to touch. Inhale, stretch, reach, open. And exhale, reach and kick, reach and kick, reach and kick. Square the left hip down. Work on bringing the chest parallel with the mat, even if the leg doesn't go high. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then slowly make your way back out. Left leg straight up, one-legged Tadasana, and then extend it. Such a good lower belly workout. Strong, strong, strong for 10, 9, 8, holy shit, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, bring it down for Malasana frog pose. Gently rock to the right and left. All right. One opportunity for balance here. If you have an inversion that you're working on, you can take it. You can always do plow, you can do down dog. If you want to work on this headstand variation, I'll cue you through it based on the stretches we did at the beginning of class. So I would say go ahead and find a wall if you want to try this on. I've been so tippy with even today. I might even demonstrate for you how to fall out properly, because that really does change things. Once you know, you just curl and it's fine. So for this, you're going to bring your palm to the center of your forehead, and then where the middle finger lands, that's the crown of your head. That's the part you want on the mat. And it's as if you're moving in with the forearm plank we did, but the pinkies are out and the thumb is out. And then your head is going to rest on top of these forearms so that if eventually you're not even really touching with the head. And then what you could do is just practice coming to here. Then maybe just practice one leg. Give it a whirl. Nice, Sophia. Nice, Mare. So good. Yes. It's one of those ones that it seems more daunting than it is, right? That's kind of a familiar story in this life, I think. So beautiful. And then slowly begin to make your way on to a puppy pose. Hips stay up, palms come forward, chest melts towards the mat. Forehead down. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Really nice. Slide on through to the belly. We'll take one round of floor bow for a heart opener. Kick the left foot and the right foot in towards the glutes. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, reach up, look up, lift up, kick up. Roll the shoulders away from the ears and breathe just for 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Windshield wiper the heels right and left. Nice. Now bring the left arm out wide like a wing. Gaze to the right. Use the right palm to press up and scorpion tail that right foot over as you open up through the right shoulder. Big breath in and easy breath out. Come back through center, gaze left, right arm long. Press yourself up with the left palm and scorpion tail the left leg over. Big breath in Big breath out. Awesome. Come through center, then roll over onto your back. Keep the left foot where it is, restorative half pigeon. Bring the right foot high and cross the right foot over the left thigh. We start to really cool things down now. Remove the flesh from the sit bones and then stay here or potentially grab for the left thigh. Stay here or grab for the left shin. And then you can rock right and left a little bit, opening up the hips. And if you want a hamstring stretch in that left leg, you can straighten it, but then practice ironing the lower back down. Nice. Bring the right foot back up high. Bring both feet down to the mat. Extend the left leg high. Cross the left foot over the right. Stay here, or if you need a little more sensation, pull it in. Really good. Largest joint in your body, largest place where a bone meets a socket, right? So all of that negative space between the bone and socket creates an opportunity for fascia, for scar tissue. You can rock right and left a little. And what that means is because of the way we are as humans, we actually store our emotional tension in that scar tissue. That's why if you go get a massage, you feel emotionally relaxed after, because you've had that cortisol stress chemical moved out of the soft tissue. So we're doing that for ourselves here. Nice. Go ahead and do some bicycles. Extend the arms long. And cactus both knees left. And then cactus both knees right. We'll find our final posture of class, happy baby. Grab the inside arches of your feet and gently rock right and left. No one can hear you. Just do that with me one more time. Sigh it out, inhale. Let your voice also take up space and release. And then grab yourself into one final tight little ball of energy. Squeeze it in, pull it in, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open mouth, exhale your final Shavasana. Arms long, legs long. You have earned this. If you're following along with the playlist, you can put it on the song that starts with a K. And as you lay here in Shavasana, corpse pose, it symbolizes the death before the rebirth, the pause between the inhale and the exhale. The moment when we're very folded in the lotus flower, we've gone within before a bloom. We're in a collective moment like that right now. Also within your physical practice, also within the new moon that was yesterday, new moon in Taurus. And as you're here folding in on yourself, it's an opportunity to ask yourself things that maybe you've never asked before. Now more than ever, we get to trust that by folding in, the answers are there. I can't know what's next, and most people don't, but there is a force within me that's connected to everything and all things. And that force, although it's not always clear, is guiding me. And it's guiding you. You could call it love, God, life, source, the human essence. Slowly wiggle into your fingers and toes. Run your thumb across each of your finger pads and just notice the texture of your finger pads. And feel the gratitude for having created enough space in your mind to be present for such a simple thing. And then roll to a fetal position on the right head. Your head rests on your right arm. Left arm is on your mat. This position represents the womb, that place we all came from. The uniting factor that no matter where in the world you come from, everyone came from this position. And the beauty of this moment is that in a society that is so go, 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 on, although it's uncomfortable, we're able to bring balance back to this energy, this inward cultivation, so that when the new dawn does hit and you do feel blossoming, it's something new and different than ever before. Uncharted feelings to feel, possibilities we've never dreamt. And it all starts with taking time to love yourself. I think this is a lesson we've been collectively learning since the Industrial Revolution, Agricultural Revolution. Go ahead and press yourself up to a final seat. And bring your palms back to that lotus mudra. Inhale, blossom and expand. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, blossom and expand. Exhale, fold in. You're a beautiful living being. Bring your palms to the center of your forehead. That part within me that is that clear center awareness, consciousness, sees, acknowledges, and bows to that place in you that is the same and that connects all things. Namaste. Beautiful. Thank you. Grab your journals. And we'll have just a couple of questions to ask yourself today. One, ask your inner intuition, your inner knowing, how can I love you the best today? Talking to yourself. How can I love you? How can I be gentle with you? What do you need? How often do we really take the time to come to this quiet space to figure it out? The next thing to journal on is some I am manifestations of how you're going to show up for your day. So an example would be, I actually, ironically enough, woke up today feeling super resistant to any and all self-care. Actually, didn't do it first thing in the morning. I drank a big cup of coffee and just walked around telling everyone I was grumpy and ate a lot and then repeated the process. But my new moon manifestation yesterday was to practice loving kindness for myself every day. So it's like, you know what, if I don't do it first thing in the morning, I didn't like fail at life, it's fine. I can do it later. You know, I can be kind to myself even about like not reaching those goals. So my I am statement for today is like I show up for myself at least a little bit every day. For one, because I did, even though it wasn't first thing in the morning. And then two, I practice loving kindness for myself each day, which for me is the hardest one. And they're not untrue. They're just ways of being that it helps me to remember that I'm practicing. And when you write these out, honestly, you should just stick it somewhere that you can see it. Can you guys hear my grandmother talking? The first one was, hold on one second. Meme, we're recording a session. Would you mind maybe talking a little lighter? That's my grandmother. The first one was to ask yourself ask your inner intuition, how can I be, what do you need today? How can I be kind to you today? How can I be gentle? How can I show up for you? And sometimes it's easier to like envision your highest self as something apart and ask it what it needs so that you can kind of give from that place, especially if you have difficulty receiving. And then while you guys journal, I'm going to bring everyone else, as well as you guys for later, through a very simple meditation steps that you can do. So if you already have a meditation practice, you can do that. Otherwise, honestly, if you're just getting started, what I like to do is just bring it to 5 minutes so that it's nothing too big. For me, it makes a huge difference to be able to sit outside, but otherwise just look out a window, because nature, we are part of nature. There's a clarity that exists there that we're a part of. So I'll like bundle up because it's still cold here in Maine, go outside, bring my phone, set the timer for 5 minutes with this really pretty chime to let me know when it's done. And then I'll just sit there with my journal out, my empty journal and pen. And I will just practice being present. And sometimes my mind is the whole time going, but a few of the times I will be not lazy enough to catch it and bring it back and notice like the way the paint is peeling on the porch, or this leaf that I can look at from the ground. And I just practice coming back to present, practice coming back to present. And sometimes the 5 minutes goes just like that, and I decide to stay longer. And sometimes it's a struggle literally the whole time, and I'm like, okay, it's done. But even if there's 2 seconds of presence in that, you're building a muscle memory for something that is life-changing, because life doesn't exist thinking about the future, and it doesn't exist thinking about the past. Future thoughts, anxiety. Past thoughts, depression. Right here and now, that's like the bliss meditation, but it's not some ascended state. It's real life. It's what actually life is. And of course, we use our mind, right? But the practice of this meditation, so simple, 5 minutes, is to allow your mind to be a tool that you use, right? So you're like, all right, I want to plan out my budget for the month. So I'm going to use my brain to like think about future or past things to create my budget because that is something I want to do. It can be useful, but then it can also be like an hour goes by and you haven't even noticed where you're at. If you've ever had that happen, and you've just been lost in all these possibilities of things that either will never happen or already happen. So this allows the separation of the two so that you're like, here I am in the here and now for my life. I notice when my brain goes crazy, but I don't get lost in the story. And I use it as a tool when it serves me. So does that make sense? Super simple. Sit somewhere with nature or something that you can look at and focus on. 5 minutes, set a timer. Just keep noticing when your brain goes off, because it will, and practice bringing it to the present. And the more you practice it again, it's like, I shouldn't use lifting weights because I don't really do that. It's like practicing, down dog or dancers, where at first it's super hard. And then after you do it for a while, your body kind of just can go into these things without you, or riding a bike or learning math or whatever. It's crazy to think that practicing being present is something that we shouldn't do, or that it's just automatic. That's not the reality of the world that we live in. It's something that you need to practice to get good at. If that makes sense. And you guys are all capable. So I'd love to hear some of your I am statements, or what you're giving to yourself today. Sophia, are you open to share?
Yes. Let me just turn you back off of the Bluetooth.
Can't hear you. I'll ask Meredith and then you. Mer?
Yeah, sure. Let's see. For I am statements, I am patient. I am loving. I am compassionate. And I am motivated to take time and effort to take care of myself.
Hmm.
And
Good.
then how I'm showing up and being gentle with myself. I can be gentle by remembering to take deep breaths, writing down my thoughts, expressing myself to friends and family, and making delicious food for myself.
Sophia? Okay. So one thing I'm going to share while we're still on the recording is how to cultivate a morning routine for yourself. So Meredith, would you be my guinea pig? And then I can go through it with you, Sophia. We'll end the live recording. So first of all, Meredith, what is your daily schedule like? You still got stuff going on even though we're in coronavirus, right? You're still working?
Yeah, so I work from home on my computer and doing conference calls and stuff. So I wake up, I have coffee, brush my teeth, get dressed, and sit on my couch and start working. And then usually at noon, I'll get something to eat, maybe do some yoga, join a session like this, get back to work. Around 5, I try to leave the house, go on a really long walk, maybe get some cardio in, do some stairs, come back, make dinner, maybe connect with friends or family, but usually just watch something on TV or movies, and then get ready for bed.
Nice.
That's
So
my whole day.
would you be open to practicing a morning routine for a certain amount of time? So that's how I usually start. I'll be like, So for example, yesterday is the new moon, the full moon, May 7th. So you could be like, for 2 weeks, I'm going to have a morning routine, or for 1 week. But whatever it is, don't be like, forever I start my morning routine journey now. Like, it's so much to bite off. Just create a small chunk of time. So does 1 week or 2 weeks sound better to you?
1 week.
1 week. I thought so. All right. So write it down. I am sticking to a morning routine for 1 week. Now, how long can you commit to for your morning routine? Honestly, it could be 5 minutes, especially if it's new for you.
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Yes. 20 minutes. So the 4 pillars that we went over today to create, like the skeletal structure to create yours, would be breath work, meditate, journal, intention setting, and movement. So of those, which ones would you want to do? You could literally pick anywhere between, like, I would literally say if you're first starting, just to pick, like, don't make it too overwhelming. You could pick at least 2.
For the morning, I would say journal and breath work.
Nice. And do you have, I would recommend breathing first and then journaling, because the breath it's like the hardest part first. So here's another hack. If you start your day doing something hard, the rest of your day is easier. So we often think, like, we try to avoid hard things, but the thing is that makes everything feel hard. And if you start your day doing like one hard thing, knowing I can do hard things, it's like you've strengthened yourself so that everything else feels a little bit easier, and you've already done. It's so powerful. That's why if you start with that breath work, it feels great, right? But while you're doing it, you're not like, how nourishing is this? It's so uncomfortable. And it sets the tone for your day. So I would recommend doing the breath work. Which breath work do you like the best?
Probably the one that we were doing today.
Bhastrika?
Yeah.
So maybe 3 rounds of Bhastrika. 3 40-second rounds that you time. And then you can break it up on your day. You can, do the hands, do just the belly, do the twist. And then from there, journal. And here's a couple different ways you can journal. One, if you're having a crazy anxious day, do a brain dump. So just all of the worries and junk that's in your head, just dump it out. And the reason that is supportive is because it kind of traps it from this ethereal place in your mind onto the page. And then you can just like throw it away or burn it or whatever. The other thing to do is what we did today, asking your higher self, like, how can I care for you today? But I also think the number one most important thing is to decide how you want to show up for your day. Like, practicing being kind to myself, especially when I don't want to. Things like that. Things that aren't to-do lists, like I'm going shopping, I'm doing this and that, not things outside of yourself, things you have total control of about your ways of being, who you are in this world. How do you treat yourself? How do you treat others? Those are the things that are going to give you long-term, long-lasting fulfillment and joy. Does that sound good? 1 week commitment?
I'm committed.
Nice. And then from there, you can reevaluate. So yeah, thank you for that. If anyone watching this recording has a question, you can email me, Mandolin, MANDOLIN, at Mundo, MUNDO, adventures.com, or follow Mundo Adventures on Instagram, send me a message. I'm happy to support. I'm going to stop the recording, and if you guys are with me live, we'll move over